Are you awake, Minato?
Yeah, what? Where am I?
Don't worry, we're in the school gym storeroom.
Do you really expect me to feel safe? Why am I tied up? The last thing I remember was being in the classroom. How did this happen? And who the heck are you? A few hours before, I'm finally going to the school of my dreams. I'm glad I studied so hard. It's like a new chapter of my life is starting. I'm Minato Yamada, a dull and introverted guy who just started going to the school of my dreams, West Garden High School. I made my high school debut and was excited to get stuck into my new student life. Oh, good morning. Who are you, a commoner? I'm sorry, but I don't talk to vulgar commoners. Talk to your own kind, please. Adios. Huh? There are all kinds of people in this high school.
Good morning. I'm Reika Saionji. It looks like we're sitting next to each other. I look forward to getting to know you.
Good morning. I'm Minato Yamada. She's so pretty. She looks like a proper young lady.
Minato Yamada.
Oh. They announced my name at the entrance ceremony because I'm here on a scholarship. Maybe that's where you've heard my name before.
We finally meet again.
What? Ugh. Oh, I just remembered. You punched me and you kidnapped me. Hurry up and untie me.
What you talking about? I got permission from the school to do this. Don't be so rude.
Huh? What does she mean she got the school's permission?
An ordinary student wouldn't have been able to get permission, but my dad is the principal.
Now that I think about it, Sainoji is the principal's surname, which means this girl must be...
I'll get straight to the point. I want you to be my servant.
Your servant? Wait, I don't understand what you mean. Can you please untie me first?
This isn't a proposal, it's an order. If you refuse, you'll be expelled immediately.
I'll be expelled? Isn't that a very severe punishment for someone who just started at the school today?
It's your choice. Obedience or expulsion.
That means I don't have a choice. Who the heck is this girl? But she's the principal's daughter. I'll just have to obey her for now. I understand. Please, make me your servant.
Very well. In that case, kiss me here.
What? Kiss you there?
It's a sign of obedience. Hurry up and do it.
I guess this is what my first kiss will be like. Thus, on my first day of school, I became the servant of a young lady, my classmate. The next day... Reika, what kind of torture is this?
Call me Reika-sama.
Okay, Reika-sama.
It's not torture, it's service.
I'm sorry. It was wrong of me to ask you while you were eating.
Isn't it ridiculous for me to feed myself when I have a servant? I'm putting you to good use.
But if I have to do this, my lunch break...
You must be hungry. Why don't you eat my lunch too? It's a master's role to feed their servant. I'll give you special permission to eat my bento.
But these chopsticks, if I use them, it'll be like an indirect kiss with Reika-sama.
What's wrong?
I think I'll pass.
Oh, really?
Is she trying to mess with me? Is that you, Reika? What a coincidence to run into you here. How about we have dinner together sometime? We're two noble-born people. Oh, it's that guy from the hallway earlier. What a coincidence. We're in the same class.
Get lost. I'm enjoying a meal with my servant right now. Get out of here!
Oh, okay. I understand. She's scary. She looks more like a punk than a lady right now. Reika's tyranny didn't end there. Reika-sama? This is a bit embarrassing.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. I won't tell anyone that you're balding.
I'm not talking about my physical appearance. Wait, I'm not balding!
You should feel honored. There aren't more than 5 men in this world who are allowed to touch my body.
Even still, people are staring.
Then why don't you just look at my face? That way you won't be embarrassed.
But that's embarrassing too. Reika-sama, you're so beautiful.
Huh, you're really cute.
Ugh, dang it! Reika, why are you with that vulgar fellow? If this continues... My life as a servant didn't stop when school ended. So, the answer here is 2x plus 3.
I see.
Helping her study is easier than what I have to do at school.
Anyway, it's humiliating that my servant is better at studying than I am.
Reika-sama, you asked me to help you, didn't you?
I'm just kidding.
Reika-sama, why did you decide to make me your servant?
Actually, when I was in elementary school, I was often bullied by my classmates because of who my family is. No one, not even the teachers, would help me. But one day, a guy reached out to me. We didn't go to the same school, but we used to hang out together at the park. Whenever he saw me being bullied, he'd rush over to me and ask if I was okay. That kindness saved my life. I later found out that he was a boy my age called Minato Yamada.
Me? That's why you said that we were finally able to meet again?
That's right. I made you my servant to thank you for saving me. You should be grateful.
Isn't that a strange way to thank someone? She must think that way because she's rich. I still don't know what her true intentions were, but I felt like we became a bit closer. A few days later... You're finally awake, Minato! Are you too scared to speak? If you do as I say, I'll let you go right away. Are you gonna tell me to stay away from Reika-sama? Why would you think that? It's so obvious. Your actions and your speech are so cliché. It's like I'm having deja vu. Then let's make this quick. As long as you swear right now that you'll never go near Reika again. I refuse! Can't you see these delinquents? I'm not a fan of using violence either. But, I have no reason to listen to you. Besides, I'm much more afraid of my master than any of these delinquents. Ugh, dang it! Hey, you guys! Show this vulgar ape what you're made of! I'm scared, but I have no regrets.
Serpent? What you doing here?
What? Reika-sama!
It's a lunch break already. If you're not there, who the heck is gonna feed me? I'm starving.
I'm here in this situation and you're worried about your lunch? There's a reason for him being here, Reika.
Shut up, you maggot.
Oh, I'm scared.
What a helpless servant. How did you let yourself get caught by these idiots without my permission? I have to take care of you a lot, but I guess it's kind of cute.
I'm sorry about that. Huh? Cute? Why is she angry at me, though? Kizuo? What should we do? Enough! Crush that woman! I'll pay you double, and she'll never be able to say no to me again! Yes, sir! Take this!
Hey! Can't you see that I'm chatting with my servant?
Huh? How did you? It was far too one-sided to be called a fight. Both of the delinquents who attacked Reika-sama were floored with a single blow. Could it be? Are you an ex-punk?
Are you falling in love with me?
I'm a little taken aback.
What? Why? Didn't you see my magnificent fighting skills? You're a helpless servant if you can't recognize my beauty.
That wasn't like any of the beautiful fighting I've ever seen. Shoot! Ah! Screw you! Stop!
Stop!
Oh, I'm gonna pass out. Kizua's surprise attack made me do my best to try and protect Reika-sama. She wasn't able to move and counterattack because of my desperate attempt to cover her up.
Minato, you idiot! Why did you do that for me? Then what am I doing all this for? There's more to the story that I told you at my house the other day. When I was in junior high school, I rebelled against my strict parents and constantly fought with the other bad kids. I eventually realized that I couldn't go on like that, and that's when I found you studying at the library. I felt ashamed of what I was doing while you were studying so hard. So I stopped fighting and tried my best to be a nice girl. And yet even though I was a punk, and even though I'm the snobbiest girl in school, I'm always being saved by someone. How can I compete with you, Minato? How can I be a girl worthy of your love? I figured if I made you my servant, you'd stay by my side forever. I thought it'd work, but if things like this are gonna keep happening, I'll never go near you again.
Please, don't say that. Don't think about such complicated things. You captivated me long ago. Even if I'm not your servant, I'll stay by your side forever, Reika-sama.
I love you, Minato, darling.
I love you too, Reika-sama. Our relationship evolved from being a master and a servant to being lovers. Even though we're dating now, Reika still orders me around and treats me like her servant. When we're alone together, she's a real sweetheart and very rarely a scary punk. There are many different sides to her character, but I love my cute Reika-sama.
One day, I found out I was married. Hey, I'm home. Welcome home.
Yuma, welcome home.
My name is Yuma. I'm a 25-year-old company employee. I started living on my own when I got a job. It's been a while since I visited my parents' house. That woman is so beautiful. Who is she? Nice to meet you. I'm Yuma. It's been a long time since you've been back, but that joke is not funny. I'm not kidding. I honestly don't know who she is. Who? Oh, you mean your wife, Minami, right? Huh?
What? Did you forget about me?
I haven't forgotten anything. I didn't even have a girlfriend, let alone a wife. Who is this person? I don't know her.
Oh no.
Huh? What is going on here?
Yuma, what's wrong?
Don't you understand what's happening? No. I've been very busy at work recently, even working during holidays for several months. I haven't been to visit you for a while, and when I come, this is the situation I find? I find like you are surprising me with this. My father brought out a photo album from the back room. Look at this. What is it? What is this? In the album, there were pictures of me and Minami's wedding, and also a family trip with my parents. Don't you remember anything when you see these? I don't know. I don't even remember going to this place. The wedding photos included my colleagues and my boss from work. It looked like Minami actually was my wife. Yuma, You introduced Minami to us 2 years ago. You got married a year ago.
I met you in college. We started dating and ended up getting married.
After you got married, your work became very busy. Minami, who comes from another prefecture, wanted to stay with us so that she wouldn't be lonely. So here she stayed.
My parents had already passed away. You said you would be my family forever, so you proposed to me.
I'm sorry. Can you please excuse me for a minute? I couldn't accept the reality, so I went back to my apartment alone. My mind was very confused, and I felt very scared. To find out the truth, I called a friend from college who I had seen in the wedding photos. Long time no see. I know this is a bit sudden, but am I married? Huh? Didn't you get married last year? I gave a speech at your wedding. What? Oh, that's right, isn't it? I see. Thank you. See you later. Hey, what's wrong? I tried calling other friends and work colleagues, but the result was always the same. Do I have amnesia? I didn't remember anything to do with Minami, but I did remember everything else about my life very clearly. Apparently, I got married a year ago, but a year ago I was working all day and all night. I can't remember marrying her, but I should be able to. I was getting more and more confused. The next day, after work, I went to my parents' house again. I think you should go to the hospital for a consultation. I'm worried you have a serious problem. I guess you're right. I made an appointment at the hospital and had a checkup. I didn't find any abnormalities. You seem to be in good health. It's hard to say for sure, but since only certain memories are disappearing, I think you may have a dissociative disorder. It's a defense reaction triggered by psychological stress that causes memory loss. There are no effective medications. The best medicine is to keep to a safe social environment. I see. My parents, who accompanied me out of concern, Minami and I left the hospital together. Thank you all for coming today. I'm relieved to have a diagnosis for the time being.
I wonder if it's been caused by the stress you are under at work. Should you think about changing jobs?
What should we do?
I felt like the day had been a complete mess and no conclusion had been reached. I spent the night thinking about it and went to my parents' house the next day after work. Minami, I'm very sorry, but I still can't remember you. It will be too painful for you to stay with me. Please, break up with me and find someone new.
No. I want to cure you of this disease. We are married. We need to help each other through tough times.
I knew I couldn't live with a woman I didn't know, but I felt like it was selfish for me if I lost my memory of her due to the stress of my job. Minami and I ended up living together in an apartment because my parents suggested that it might bring back my memories.
Is it nice? I made your favorite, pork curry.
Ah, yes, it's delicious. You know my favorite foods, don't you?
Yuma, I know you don't like the smell of the fabric softener. That's why I don't use it.
Yeah, thanks. You know me so well. Minami did her best to be there for me, but I still couldn't remember anything. It made it very awkward to be with her. Oh, this is so exhausting. Minami would tell me about our memories, but I still couldn't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. Whenever I didn't understand something, I'd feel self-conscious, and it became increasingly painful for me to be at home. I hated coming home from work. One night...
Hey, you don't have to hold back.
What? Minami and I were technically husband and wife, but our relationship was still platonic. From Minami's point of view, she thought she could finally enjoy married life with me, but I treat her like she's a stranger. On my day off, I shared my feelings with her. I think it's going to be very difficult for us. Minami, you are still young. You still have time to start over. Let's get a divorce.
I don't want to leave you, Yuma. You said we would be a family. I don't want any more memories from the past. We can start again from scratch, just like when we first met.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to go out for a change? I want to go to Mouseland.
Sounds great. It made me feel much lighter. The idea of starting from scratch, there was less pressure. We played at Mouseland like two people who had never met before. It's strange, but visiting a place like that made us smile more.
Hey, I want to hold your hand.
Sure. We went on a date and then returned to our apartment. When we were together, and I remembered that she was actually my wife, but we were pretending that she wasn't, I would start to feel excited.
Hey, your button is undone. I'll do it up for you.
Thanks. Minami was a very kind and considerate woman. 6 months after we started living together, I fell in love with Minami all over again. I want to make new memories with you, Minami. Will you marry me one more time?
I look forward to it. You finally call me Minami! I'm so happy!
Sorry for making you wait. We were technically already married, both in the family register and in the world, so I only reported it back to my parents. I'm not cursed of the disease, but I've grown to love Minami because of her devotion to me.
Please take care of me.
I'm glad.
Yes, I am too. We bought new wedding rings as a sign of respect.
I got two. My old ring is also a treasure, so I will keep it safe.
Huh? What happened to my old wedding ring? I will look for it later and we can put them away together. I searched my parents' house and my apartment, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Well, that's okay. I've already decided not to force myself to remember the past. But there was still a mystery. Even though Minami had been living at my parents' house since we got married, there was not a trace of Minami at my apartment. Not a single piece of her personal belongings. No wedding ring that I probably should have been wearing, and not a single photo of the two of us together.
I love you, Yuma.
I love you too. Now that we are married again, I still don't know how I ended up forgetting her. I dread the day when I remember why there is no trace of Minami's presence in my apartment.
My name is Kenya. I'm a 36 years old self-employed architect. On Sunday afternoon, I was sitting on a bench in the park near my house reading a manga magazine that I bought. It's a beautiful day, so peaceful. Then an elementary school-aged girl approached me.
Hey, old guy, let's play.
What? With me? Where are your mom and dad?
I'm all alone. Let's play.
Well, as long as it's only for a little while.
Yeah.
What do you want to play? The girl had a brilliant smile. We played ball together. The girl took a liking to me, and I ended up spending almost 2 hours with her. It's getting late. Shouldn't you go home soon? I have something to do, so I'm going to leave now.
I'm gonna have some more fun and then go home.
You should head home before it gets dark. Bye-bye.
I will. Bye.
The girl waved at me as I left. She seemed lonely. I was kind of curious about her. The next day, on my way home from the convenience store, I passed by the same park that I had sat in the day before. Huh? That's the girl from yesterday. As I passed the park, I looked at the girl and our eyes met.
Old man!
Ah, we meet again.
Hey, old man. What are we going to play today?
Oh no. Oh, I still have some work to do. I can't play today.
I see.
Oh, well, alright. But just for a little while, okay? She looked up at me with a very sad face. I had no choice but to play with her again. What's your name?
Mio,
What grade are you in?
5th grade.
What? 5th grade? Was I this small in the 5th grade?
Where do you live, old man?
In that apartment. I played jump rope with her for 15 minutes and left. The next day, as I walked down the stairs to my apartment... What? What's wrong?
Old man, what do you want to play today?
Just then, another resident in my apartment building came home. He looked at me and the little girl curiously. I know we look like father and daughter, but...
Hey, what's up?
The apartment building I lived in was for single people only, so if this girl were to become attached to me, I knew it was only a matter of time before the residents would think I was suspicious. Where do you live?
Why?
You do go back home every day, don't you?
Yeah, of course I go home.
I have something I need to go and do. You should go home before it gets dark. Your parents will be worried. She's so skinny. She looks dirty, too. I wonder if she's eating enough. I felt like I should take her home, but I didn't want anyone to get suspicious about me. Plus, I didn't know if her parents were even home. I figured that she had left just after I did the day before at the park. After returning home, I did some research on the internet. I began to wonder if Mio was a neglected child. I wonder if the neighbors are aware of her. She always seems to want attention, doesn't she? I took a chance and contacted the Child Guidance Center. There's this skinny, dirty girl who's always hanging around my neighborhood. She said her name is Mio.
Okay, I'll try to visit her soon.
I really hope they do come soon. Even after I contacted the Child Guidance Center, I often saw Mio sitting on the stairs in my apartment building. I couldn't get away from her. Are you hungry? Do you want to have a meal with me at a diner?
Yes.
Mio didn't want to talk about herself even though I asked her about her life. I was compelled to stay by her side. One day, Mio stopped appearing around the neighborhood. I was so worried that I called the Child Guidance Center again, but they wouldn't give me much information. She's okay, isn't she? She's fine, right? I imagined Mio's smiling face as she played happily and ate delicious-looking meals. But all I could do was talk to her in my head. How is she? Is she eating enough? 6 years later, I'm still living in the same apartment and living the same everyday life. Huh? Who's that? I caught this high school girl staring at me a few times that day in the supermarket. This time she kept looking at me and didn't avert her gaze when I looked at her. It made me feel strange. The next Saturday, I walked out of my apartment and found a woman sitting on the stairs in my apartment building. Mio? She looked exactly like that girl Mio used to look when she was 11 years old. And then...
I finally found you. I never forgot about you.
Mio? Is that you, Mio? There was grown-up Mio. She still somewhat looked like the Mio I remembered from 6 years before. It turned out that she was the high school-aged girl who had been staring at me in the supermarket the day before. She was now a sophomore in high school and lived in the city. We had a nice conversation over a cup of tea. What has your life been like since I last saw you?
At that time, my parents had separated and I was living with my father. My father left one day and never came home, so I was in an orphanage for a while, and now I live with my dad. He has turned his life around now. I've even made friends at school.
I was relieved that she seemed to be living a happy life now.
Hey, aren't you going to ask me if I have a boyfriend now?
So you have a boyfriend?
No, I don't. Didn't I just tell you that I never forgot about you? I like you. I've always liked you.
What? Thanks, but I'm 25 years older than you.
But I love you! You were the only person who cared about me back then.
You should get a boyfriend your own age. I'm an old man, so I'm not suitable for you.
No, I want you!
I might get arrested, but I'll just acknowledge your feelings. She had always been pushy, but that day we managed to keep things vague and parted ways. After that, she kept coming down to my apartment to ask me to go out with her. I refused her every time.
So, it will be okay when I become a university student, right? When I turn 20, it'll be fine, right?
That's not what I meant.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Kenya.
I'll call you Kenya from now on. I'm going to study hard so that I can go to university. Then you'll go out with me, right?
Well, I was at a loss for words. When Mio became a university student, she started coming to my house more than ever. Then, I moved house without telling her. The reason why I rejected Mio wasn't only because of our age difference. I used to have a fiancé, but she was killed by a drunk driver. I thought I would be with her forever. I've spent every day since then in pain. I felt empty because she wasn't with me anymore, but I didn't have the courage to end my life and join her. I avoided getting involved with other people and was spending my days alone in emptiness. That's when I met Mio.
Let's play, old man.
What? With me? I've never been one to get involved with other people anyway, but I was worried about Mio, so I didn't want to leave her alone. I thought it might be because there was still a part of me that wanted to be saved by the warmth of another person. But I will die before her. I can't let her go through what I went through. I had been harboring these thoughts for a long time. One day, the doorbell began ringing incessantly. What? Mio?
Thank God! Thank God! You're alive!
How did you find my new place? I moved, but I had to stay in the same city because of my job and my parents. I think she saw me on the street and followed me home. I thought it was naive of me to think she wouldn't find me. After that, Mio went back to coming over to my house often.
Kenya, let's have dinner together.
She spent her time working hard in my house, cooking and doing her university assignments. It was as if she was my intrusive wife. Your food is delicious, but you should feed it to younger men.
But I want you to eat it, Kenya. I want you to eat me as well.
No, don't tease an adult. Mio, now in university, was annoying me. I'm a man and I didn't feel bad about it, but I didn't want to end up in a superficial relationship. I kept my composure. I'm older than your father. If you get together with a guy my age, he will probably die before you, or at least get very old, and then you will have to take care of him. There must be a younger man who can make you happier. It became a mental battle to see who would break first. A week later, I went to sleep with a high fever, and Mio came over 3 days later.
Kenya? Are you okay?
No, I feel very sick. Don't come near me or you will catch it.
I don't care.
She didn't even go home. She stayed over and took good care of me. After a week in bed, thank you.
Please give me a reward when you are completely recovered. Promise me that you will.
Okay. I admitted defeat. I was too sick in mind and body to battle with her. After I recovered, she came to stay with me and brought me food.
I want to have a baby with you, Kenya. I want to raise our baby in a warm home. My own mini Kenya.
That means I can't die for a long time, doesn't it? It's been 2 years since then. When we started dating, I was 46 and Mio was 21. She was lonely when we first met, and I guess she saw me as a positive figure in her life at the time. We got married after Mio graduated from university. Mio's father and I are close in age, and he's become my father-in-law and drinking buddy. We have promised each other that we will try our best to keep each other healthy from now on.
Hey, Eita's in first place again. But he's still not happy. He's so weird. I'm that weird guy, Eita Saito. It's not that I wasn't happy about my grades, but being number 1 made me feel like I was the smartest person in my grade. It was a great feeling, but... What? How can I be in second place again? This is absolutely ridiculous! It's unfair! It was hard for me to be happy when there was someone so disappointed standing in front of me. Eita, you must have cheated, right? What? I don't get what you're saying. It doesn't make sense! I'm good-looking, rich, and my brain is like a national treasure. It should be impossible for me to lose to a lowlife like you! Dang it! What's going on in this school? What's going on in his head? Hey, Ryuta's angry again. Looks like Eita has annoyed him. You know what, Ryuta? I don't think you should get so hung up about the rankings. It's enough that you have the academic skills that you need to achieve your dreams. What? Are you trying to lecture me? For example, if I were you... Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm the best!
Why don't you shut up? I want to see the rankings. Get out of my way.
Okay. Her name is Tamaki Goto. We all feared her because she was the scariest punk in school. But she was our classmate. Rumor had it that she once beat up 100 students without getting hurt. No one was brave enough to go near her. Curse you all for making fun of me. I'll show you.
I just barely avoided a fail. Thank goodness.
Tamaki was a completely different person from me. I just thought... I'm sorry I asked you to do this, but I got a complaint that the gym storeroom was dirty. You can go home when you're done. Okay. I never thought I'd be working with Tamaki to clean up the gym storeroom. I have to say something. This is awkward. Oh, what result did you get for the mock exam, Tamaki-san?
What? Is the cleverest student in our grade picking a fight with me?
I'm sorry?
I came in last place. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I don't. Ugh, the atmosphere in here is bad. I need to do something to change the mood, or it'll be impossible for us to work together. Oh! Someone locked the door from the outside!
Really?
I'm such a genius. It was a good thing I complained to the teacher about the storeroom being dirty. The two of them are locked in there alone now. I'm sure that scary punk will get annoyed and beat the heck out of that idiot. What a good day today has been. I defeated my rival. Bye-bye. It's no good. Doesn't look like we can open it from inside.
Won't the teacher open the door for us eventually?
I don't know. He told us to go home when we finish. Oh no, this isn't good. I'm gonna be stuck in here with her till tomorrow morning. Just the thought of it makes me want to pee my pants.
Hey, get out of my way!
Sure.
Didn't work.
Whoa, she made a dent in the steel door. Huh? She kicks like a...
Ha! It'll take me till morning to kick this door down. I guess we'll just have to chill and wait for someone to come and let us out.
Wow, she thinks she can actually kick the door down if she has enough time. I'm pretty sure she'll kill me if I annoy her. I'll have to make sure not to provoke her. An hour later... Oh, this is getting more and more awkward. Tamaki-san, do you have any siblings?
Huh? I have a brother and a sister. What's that got to do with anything?
I'm sorry.
They're hungry and waiting for me at home. I'm supposed to make them dinner. We better get out of here soon. Dang it!
Well, this isn't good. It's impossible to have a conversation with her. I saw your cute underwear when you kicked the door earlier. Oh, what did I just say?
Do you want me to kick you?
I'm so sorry. I beg you, please, don't hurt me.
I'm sorry for intimidating you. Don't be afraid of me. I won't kick you. I'm just a little hurt. Also, since we're on friendly terms, stop speaking so formally.
Okay.
Look up at me. I'm sorry. I'm frustrated. I have a little brother and sister at home, and I have to get home to them.
Where are your parents?
I've never met my father, and my mother is suffering from a serious illness, so she can't work much. That's why I need to do all the housework and work part-time to make ends meet.
Oh, you're a very kind person. You were concerned that I was scared of you, and you apologized for being frustrated. I don't think you're the scariest punk in the world.
The scariest punk? Who said that?
Don't you know? Didn't you beat up 100 students in a fight once?
Oh, that. My younger brother was in an altercation with 2 high school students, and I chased them off a little karate that I used to do. That's how that rumor got started.
What? There were only 2 students? People exaggerate so much. Oh, you used to do karate. I thought that spinning kick you did looks like karate.
Forget about my roundhouse kick and also about seeing my underwear. Now, tell me your story.
My life isn't very interesting compared to yours.
What you talking about? You're a genius.
Genius? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't think I'm a genius. I'm just a hard worker. When I was little, I was too sickly to play outside, but my doctor was very enthusiastic about my treatment and I was able to recover. So I want to become a doctor and help others with medical treatment, just like I was helped. I'm studying like crazy to become a doctor, and as a result, I'm also the smartest person in our grade.
Sorry, I realize it's a bit cheap to call you a genius. Kinda undermines your hard work and effort. I think it's cool that you're working hard towards your dream.
Thank you. If I could become a doctor, would it be okay if I treated your mother? I want to cure her illness. I won't let all your hard work go to waste.
You're a very nice guy, but don't say things like that until you become a doctor.
You're right. I shouldn't.
Oh, I'm getting sleepy. I wonder what time it is. I left my phone in the classroom. Something tells me we won't be getting out of here today. You can sleep on the floor. I'm going to sleep now.
Watch out!
Eita, I'm okay.
What? Hey, you guys! What you doing in here? School finished a long time ago.
Whoa!
We were talking about our future? Huh? Thanks to the patrolling security guard, we were able to escape from the storeroom later that day. The next morning... Oh, Tamaki-san. Good morning.
I had a hard time sleeping last night. I'm a little sleep deprived.
Me too. Gee, Eita! How is it possible you're still alive and well? What?
I knew it. I had a hunch you were the culprit.
No, this is...
You're gonna take responsibility for making my little brother and sister go hungry last night.
Ryuta never bothered anyone again after that day. You didn't have to go that far, did you?
If you don't teach a guy like that a lesson early on, he just gets more and more aggressive.
You're just getting frustrated because you didn't sleep properly.
It's your fault I didn't sleep well. I couldn't stop thinking about how you weirdly draped yourself over me to protect me.
That's because... I thought you were gonna get hurt, so I instinctively took action. You're... a... girl.
You're disgusting! You should buy me a taiyaki after school to apologize.
Wait a minute! That's a bit unreasonable. Goto-san, how are you doing?
Oh, Dr. Eita, thanks to you, I feel much better. You look great now. It's thanks to Dr. Eita, isn't it?
I became a doctor and was able to help Tamaki's mother. My relationship with Tamaki-chan continued into our adulthood.
I have a big announcement for you today. What is it? Is it good news or bad news? I'm so excited. Actually, Ada proposed to me yesterday. What? Is that so? Well, how long have you been dating? How did it all start? I had an idea. Congratulations!
You're suddenly looking a lot better. And so, my relationship with Tamaki-chan was destined to last forever.
Looks like we're both class reps now. Let's do our best.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Right off the bat, our homeroom teacher decides that the first two in the roll call become class reps. Wish they'd asked us first.
Are you nervous by any chance?
Yeah, kinda. It's also new.
Me too. Let's work hard together, okay?
Just entering high school, I, Kento Aihara, felt pretty good when my classmate, Yuka Ida, struck up a friendly conversation with me. Being a class rep might be a bit of a hassle, but if it's with Yuka, maybe I'm actually a bit happy about it. She seems kind, and she's definitely cute. At that moment, I was still riding high on excitement. After school that day, our job as class reps began. Our task was to assist with the teacher's work.
Huh?
Whoa!
It suddenly went dark.
Of course it did. You pressed the power button. All the data we entered could be gone.
What do we do?
Okay, I think to go to the last backup, I'll figure something out.
Thank you, Kento. You're so reliable.
Somehow, I managed to restore the data. Hey, do you know where the paper we borrowed from the teacher that was on this desk went?
Nope. I cut 2 sheets of paper.
This paper? This is the paper we borrowed from the teacher. We have to return it. What do we do?
Sorry.
No choice then. We gotta apologize to the teacher, honestly. I'll apologize with you.
But it's not your fault, Kento. That's not fair.
It's fine. We're in this class rep thing together.
Sorry, Kento. You're really kind.
But after we both went to apologize to the teacher... As an apology, could you guys split these documents into enough copies for everyone? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, great. More extra work.
Kento, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Kento, you're so nice.
When Yuka apologizes so cutely like this, I can't help but forgive her. Even though I internally think she's a handful, we're both class reps. It's annoying, but I can't just leave it be, so it couldn't be helped. For the next few days, after school was all about class rep duties.
Oh no! My mechanical pencil rolled into the gap between the locker and the wall. And I really like that pencil too.
Honestly, I thought not again. But seeing her almost in tears made me feel like I had to do something. In the end, I found a long ruler and struggled to retrieve the pencil for her.
Thank you! I'm so relieved, Kento. You're really kind.
Not really.
I'm such a klutz, right? But Kento, you've always covered for me kindly. I'm glad we're class reps together. Let's keep it up, okay?
Yeah, sure. Yuka was the complete opposite of my first impression. A total klutz, as if picked straight out of a scrapyard. But somehow, I do feel like it's brought us closer. And just as we were getting the class rep duties under control...
Hey, Kento. Make me your girlfriend.
Me?
Because you're really kind, Kento. You always notice me, and I've ended up liking you.
But wait! We've just started school, right? It's too sudden to say something like that.
It's not sudden. I've liked you since we first started doing the class rep work together. Is it no good with me?
It's not that it's no good, but...
So, will you go out with me?
Yeah.
Really?
Whoa! Our hands touched.
I'm so happy!
Yuka is really cute and a great girl. I'm not usually good with girls, but being with Yuka, I don't feel nervous anymore. Being together felt comfortable. I totally forgot she said she's a klutz. But even after we started dating, Yuka was still her usual klutzy self.
Oh, I forgot my lunch, Kento. What should I do?
Guess there's no helping it. I'll share mine with you. Then, another day...
Oh, it's Thursday today. I accidentally brought textbooks for Friday's schedule.
Then, let's share textbooks for the subjects you forgot.
Kento, you're so kind. Thank you always. I love you.
Becoming her boyfriend made me feel like my responsibility to support Yuka outweighed any inconvenience. I found myself getting more and more into her. But it wasn't just me who was troubled by Yuka's klutziness. Hey, Kento! Yuka was supposed to carry the materials for the next class, but she didn't do it! Can you do it instead? You're her boyfriend, right? Me? Yuka went off somewhere. She went to buy bread at the store.
I lent Yuka my textbook, but she hasn't returned it. I need it for my next class. Can I borrow yours?
Do I have to do that too? Now everyone knows about Yuka's klutziness, and that I always cover for her. So they've started dumping her cleanup on me.
I'm really sorry. The more I try to be careful, the more of a klutz I become.
Can't you try to be a bit more careful and get it right?
I'm sorry for causing you trouble, Kento.
All right then, let's try to improve little by little, okay?
Yes, I'll try not to be a burden on you, Kento.
Because I love Yuka, I can't help but be soft on her. But honestly, I'm getting pretty tired of being swept up in Yuka's klutziness. So, one day...
Kento, your drawing won a prize!
What? Really?
Kento, that's amazing!
You'll be recognized at the school assembly this morning, so be ready for that.
I can't believe my drawing won, but I'm so happy! It gives me confidence.
Congratulations, Kento. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, Yuka. It was a happy moment celebrating together. But then...
Yikes!
Whoa! The bottle of coffee Yuka brought to celebrate with me spilled on my uniform the moment she opened it. You've gotta be kidding. And I'm about to be recognized in front of the whole school.
Sorry, Kento.
There's no time. I'll have to go to the assembly like this. Yuka's blunder left me feeling frustrated, but I kept my emotions in check. At the school assembly, I was recognized on stage by the principal. I could hear snickering, probably because of the coffee stain.
What happened to your uniform? It's a shame on such a big day.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I'm so embarrassed. It's all because Yuka keeps messing up. I'm so over this. My frustration reached its peak.
Congratulations, Kento.
The recognition was ruined because of you.
I'm so sorry.
I was laughed at by everyone, and even the principal was disappointed. It was so embarrassing. Yuka, you always say sorry, but nothing ever changes. I've had enough of cleaning up your messes.
You're right. I'm just a klutz and a hassle to deal with.
I'm done! Overwhelmed by embarrassment, I lashed out at Yuka. She must have been hurt by my words, but I was also sad and didn't know where to put my feelings. From the next day, Yuka stopped coming to school. I tried contacting her through a chat app, but she never read my messages.
Hey, I can't get in touch with Yuka at all. Maybe she's sick? Could she be in the hospital or something?
Hospital?
Just a possibility.
I'll go check on her at her house after school today.
Thanks, please do.
I couldn't help but worry if Yuka had suddenly disappeared like that girl from kindergarten. After school, I visited Yuka's house. This is awkward. I need to say something. I was worried because Yuka has been missing school and I couldn't get in touch.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find my phone at home. And I'm sorry for always causing you trouble.
You don't seem to be sick. I guess my harsh words yesterday made it hard for you to go to school, right?
I'm sorry.
I knew you were a bit of a klutz when I decided to date you. I'm sorry for hurting you. But we've both apologized now, so let's make up.
Yeah.
After a while, Yuka's mom came in with some tea and snacks.
I often hear about you from Yuka. What's your first name?
I'm Kento Aihara.
Could you be the Kento Aihara who went to Futaba Kindergarten?
Yeah, that's me.
What a coincidence. Yuka used to say she'd marry Kento Aihara from kindergarten. You both used to call each other Ken-chan and Yu-chan.
What? Yuka was the Yu-chan from kindergarten?
Kento, you were the Ken-chan from back then? No way! I've always been curious about that time, actually.
As Yuka and I were shocked, her mom shared the detailed story, and faint memories started coming back to me.
Yu-chan, will you marry me when we grow up? Sure. Yuka loves Ken-chan too. Really? Then let's have a wedding ceremony tomorrow and invite everyone. Yeah, it's a promise.
My first love was a girl in my class named Yu-chan. She was a cute girl, but always a bit off in her own world. Looking back, she was a lot like Yuka. But the next day, Yu-chan didn't come to kindergarten.
Yu-chan didn't come. Kento, did she stand you up? Stood up. But Yu-chan and I made a promise. Why didn't she come?
And then, Yu-chan never showed up at a kindergarten again. That's why I was worried when Yuka stopped coming to school, thinking she might suddenly disappear, just like that girl from kindergarten.
Actually, on the day Yuka said she'd have a wedding, her grandma living out of town fell ill, and Yuka had to rush to the hospital. Fortunately, her grandma's life wasn't in danger, but Yuka ended up living with her grandma for a while since her hospital stay was extended, and we had to transfer Yuka to another kindergarten. I've always felt bad that Yuka couldn't properly say goodbye to her kindergarten friends. Mom, it's okay. You had a tough time. Sorry, and thank you.
After saying that, Yuka's mom, perhaps to give us space, left the room.
In the end, you and I must have been connected by the thread of fate, huh?
After all this time, to meet Yuka again and fall for each other? Maybe Yuka is my destined partner. Crazy. Thinking about it, maybe it means Yuka needs me, and I need Yuka.
It's weird for me to say this, always being a klutz and causing trouble for Kento. But maybe that's true. Hey Kento, do you remember our promise from that time?
You mean the marriage promise from kindergarten?
Yes.
I remember.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Whoa! Huh? Yuka, there's something under the bed.
Maybe it's my cell phone.
I reached under the bed and pulled out the cell phone.
Wow, there are so many messages from you. I'm sorry, Kento. I really need to get it together.
You're still as klutzy as ever. Looks like I really need to be there for you. But I love you, klutziness and all.
Let's always be together. Hey, when should we have our wedding?
Maybe after your klutziness is cured.
Does that mean never? You said you loved me, klutziness included, didn't you?
Maybe it'll balance out if I become a klutz too.
Then I'll support you.
That's not likely, is it? Basking in the happiness of our fateful reunion, we were enveloped in joy. Erica, we've got a visitor. Can you make some tea?
Why me? I'm kind of busy right now. Isn't there someone else available?
You're the only woman here, Erica, so please.
That's harassment, you know. You never treat me like a lady unless it suits you.
You're not seen as a woman because you're not sweet enough. That's why you don't have a boyfriend.
I, Erika Asakawa, 25, am the only female researcher in this lab. Swallowing what I really wanted to say, I reluctantly agreed to serve tea to the visitor. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry to trouble you with tea, especially since you're busy. But I come here often, so you really don't have to bother.
You heard our conversation earlier, didn't you?
These days, it shouldn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I serve tea to visitors too. Especially someone as capable as you, Erica. It's unfair to bother you with such things during your research. Don't worry about me.
Why is it that men can be so different in their thinking? I see this man as someone kind and understanding. Thanks for your concern.
It's just common sense, really. I'm Tomoya Takano, 25, a salesperson at a certain company. Today, I visited a research lab of one of our clients. On my way back from the lab, wow, the sunset is so beautiful.
Is that Tomoya? Tomoya, what are you doing here?
Hey, Erica, good evening. Just got caught up watching the beautiful sunset.
The rich colors in the sky are due to the high moisture in the air.
Huh?
In the morning and evening, the sun is at a low angle, so the longer red light wavelengths don't scatter much and reach the earth. When there's more water vapor in the air, it scatters and becomes more visible to us.
Erica, you're amazing being able to explain things like that. I don't have such detailed knowledge. But look at this. Setting aside the complex stuff, you think the sunset is beautiful too, right?
Yes, it's just a sunset, but it moves me. It feels like it takes away the day's fatigue.
You look at peace, Erica. You've been tired lately, haven't you?
Tomoya, you're an interesting person.
Really? That's nice to hear from you, Erica.
I'm not complimenting you.
Oh, okay.
But being with Tomoya somehow feels comforting. Why is that? What is this feeling?
Even though we think about things so differently, I'm somehow drawn to Erica.
That night, my dad called me.
The next arranged meeting is 2 weeks from now, on Sunday. The guy is perfect, but what's always the issue with you? Make sure you decide this time, got it?
I've told you before, I'm not planning to get married yet, okay?
2 weeks from now, Sunday, 2 p.m. at the Room Hotel lobby. I'll send you his picture and info later. Bye.
Don't just decide things on your own. My dad never considers my feelings. It's suffocating.
The next morning, I was rushing for a meeting at the lab, but couldn't ignore an elderly lady wandering around lost. Is something wrong?
I'm lost.
Let me make a quick call, then I'll guide you. Just wait a moment, please.
Isn't that Tomoya? Wasn't he supposed to have a meeting at the lab this morning?
After escorting the lady to her destination, I ended up being late for the meeting. I'm sorry for being late. You're causing us trouble by being late. I really apologize. Well, you did call ahead of time, so it's somewhat okay.
Why doesn't Tomoya just say he was helping someone? Wouldn't people think poorly of him for being late? Hey!
What is it, Erica?
Tomoya, why don't you tell them you were late because you were helping an old lady? Won't this affect how they see you?
You saw that, huh? Well, it's just the right thing to do. Didn't think it was worth mentioning.
But...
Really, Tomoya? That's just like you. Let's start the meeting.
Tomoya doesn't act out of self-interest or gain. He's kind and caring. He can do things I can't. Lately, I can't stop thinking about him. Could it be that I like Tomoya? Is this what falling in love feels like? I've never been in love with a man before, so I'm not sure. But I want to know more about him. If this is love, what should I do with these feelings? Then, an idea struck me.
The meeting ended in the morning, and as I was walking through the lab's hallway, Erica stopped me.
I have something I want to talk to you about.
Sure, what's up?
It's kind of hard to talk about here. Can we find some time to talk?
We met up in the park where we watched the sunset before. Honestly, it's still cold at night in spring, so I wondered why she chose this place.
Tomoya, can you pretend to be my boyfriend? And not just any boyfriend, but one with the intention to marry?
What?
My dad keeps forcing me into arranged marriages, and I'm so tired of it. So, Could you pretend to be my boyfriend to avoid this?
Why are you asking me?
I don't really know any men outside of work. And there's no one else I can ask at my current job. You know? I thought you were the most suitable.
So, you mean you didn't actively choose me? You just settled on me by process of elimination?
No, that's not it.
It sure sounds like it.
It's not like that. I just can't explain it well. If it takes up your valuable time, I'll pay you.
What? I don't want this to be about money.
I'm sorry. I'm saying the opposite of what I actually think. That's not right. Let me just organize my thoughts. The reason I asked Tomoya to pretend to be my boyfriend is because I actually want him to be my boyfriend. But if I confessed outright and got rejected, it would hurt too much, so I chose the safer route of asking him to pretend, right? But now, why did I have to make him angry? What's with the puppy?
While waiting for you to gather your thoughts, this little guy popped out of the bushes. Seems hungry. What should we do?
I'm not sure. What should we do?
I can't have pets in my apartment. Maybe you could hold him for a bit?
Oh? No, I'm good.
Come on, just give it a try. Here. Right? Seems like you like him too. This guy must be a male, liking a beauty like you.
Is he a male?
I'm not sure. Just a feeling.
You're funny.
You laughed. That's a first.
He's so innocent. Makes my heart warm. Being with someone like him, I could always feel this way. He shows me emotions I've never known. With him. About what I was saying earlier.
Right, we were in the middle of something.
I didn't express myself well before. Sorry. I think you'd play the pretend boyfriend role really well. Your personality is great. My dad would definitely like you. I'll do my best to be the perfect pretend girlfriend. Could we cooperate on this? If you agree to pretend, I'll take care of the puppy.
Really? Is that okay?
Yes.
But I feel bad about deceiving your dad. Are you sure it's okay?
It's fine. My father always recommends men who are good on paper. But no matter how good their credentials are, I don't want to marry someone I don't love.
You're really struggling with this, huh? If I'm okay with it, I'll be your pretend boyfriend.
Thank you.
It's cold in this park, and the puppy seems hungry. We should probably get him home soon.
You're right. But I've never had a puppy before, so I'm a bit nervous. Could you come to my place now? We can also discuss our pretend relationship.
Are you sure I can come over?
Yes.
Why did you choose the park as our meeting place?
Sorry, it was cold, wasn't it? I've never been out to eat alone with a man, so I was worried we'd run out of things to talk about. I thought we wouldn't stay long because it's cold in the park.
I see.
By the way, how do we act like a couple? I've never been in a relationship with a man, so I don't know how.
Well, for starters, maybe we could call each other sweet names like honey, babe, sweetheart, love, or darling?
So, can you try calling me honey?
Yes, honey.
Wow, this is embarrassing. Being in a relationship is hard, huh? It's not just calling each other sweet names, but also doing this and that step by step. Oh my, just thinking about it feels impossible for me.
All we need is for your dad to think we're close. At the very least, if we can look into each other's eyes and talk with a smile, that should be enough.
Aw, said something really embarrassing, didn't I?
Well, if you've never been in a relationship with a man, it might be unavoidable. But we have to push through the embarrassment and act. What do you think? Should we stop?
Oh no! That's impossible too!
How about we start by sharing a little about each other to act more like a couple?
Well, my hobby is research, and I guess my special skill is typing.
Really? Isn't there anything else?
Nope, I just go back and forth between the lab and home every day.
That's so like you, Erica, but it feels like a waste. Let's enjoy more of life. Trying new things might help you find new hobbies or skills.
If it's with you, Tomoya, I'm okay with it.
Hey!
Well, you're supposed to be my boyfriend, right? Teach me a few things.
For someone who's never had a boyfriend, you sure know how to make a move. Are you sure you've never had one?
I've really never had a boyfriend. I'm just trying too hard to act the part. I'm embarrassed. I studied data on how women's actions affect men's psychology.
You're such a studious person. But Erica, you were really cute.
Thank you.
Tomorrow after work, I'll buy some things for the puppy. Will you be home?
Yes, I will be.
So, see you tomorrow.
Good night. And thank you for agreeing to be my pretend boyfriend.
Let's get through the day smoothly.
Yes. But I really want to be Tomoya's girlfriend. Being with the person I like is so thrilling. It makes my heart race, but I want to spend more time with him.
Finally, the day came for me to meet Erica's dad as her pretend boyfriend. Honestly, it was complicated because I'm attracted to Erica, but I couldn't just leave her in trouble. This place? Wow, it's impressive. But what's your dad like?
My father is a director of the pharmaceutical company that owns our research lab.
I come from an ordinary background, so even as a pretend boyfriend, I doubt he'd accept me. Is there even a point to my greeting him?
There is. It's to show my father that I'm standing up for what I believe in.
Got it. I'll do my best to play the part well.
Thank you.
But Erica's father...
What's this, Erica? You really brought your boyfriend?
Yes, Tomoya has something I lack. With him by my side, I can do better. If I can marry him, I'll take over the company. There's no need for an arranged marriage. If you won't accept our marriage, then I won't take over the company either.
If you have found someone like that, I won't object. The best thing is for you to marry the man you love. Marry Tomoya.
What?
Why are you surprised? I was worried because you seem to have no interest in men, so I forced you into these meetings. I hoped you'd bring someone on your own if you hated arranged ones. Marriage should be about love. I'm happy you have found someone you care about. So, when is the wedding? Hold on a second.
Dad, thank you for understanding me. We'll discuss the wedding date and get back to you. Tomoya, thank you for today. You were a huge help.
Your dad was very understanding. It was unexpected.
Yes, and I was surprised too. He's been thinking about me in his own way.
But what now? If we don't set a date for the wedding, he'll find out about the pretend boyfriend thing and might push for real meetings again, right? How about we actually get married?
What?
To be honest, I had mixed feelings when you asked me to be your pretend boyfriend. Because I've been attracted to you for a long time.
Really?
I can't quite explain why I'm drawn to you. Maybe you could analyze it with your science logic?
Being a science woman doesn't mean I can explain everything logically. I asked you to pretend because I really wanted you to be my boyfriend.
What?
I can't logically explain why I feel this way. I was afraid of being rejected if I confessed directly, so asking you to pretend was my way of avoiding risk. The more time I spent with you, the stronger my feelings grew. Just like I told my father. You have qualities I lack, and I can do better with you by my side. That's why I said I wanted to marry you, and I meant it.
So that means...
I've been so focused on my research, but you, Tomoya, showed me how to enjoy simple things like watching sunsets and caring for a puppy. I've come to realize I want to be with you forever. So, can we date with marriage in mind? According to statistics, dating you would make my life more enjoyable.
And what did the statistics say happens next?
We confess our love for each other and then kiss and hug.
Got it! Erica, let's date with the intention to marry. I love you too!
I love you too.
And then? What comes next? Tell me, Erica! Seeing Erica, the logical science woman, struggling to explain her feelings logically was surprisingly pleasant. That's what I thought.
I'll take care of this.
You're really taking away my latest trading cards?
School is for learning. Save your games for after school.
Wow, she's enforcing the rules again. The beauty enforcing the rules as the discipline committee chair at our school is my classmate, Rin Ueno. She's famous for her strict inspections. I'm like a shadow, using my plain features to somehow slip by unnoticed.
Wait a minute. Yuto Aoki.
Yikes! Me, Yuto Aoki, just an average sophomore. Got caught. What's up? I don't have anything suspicious on me, you know?
Yuto Aoki, you are currently considered the most dangerous person and under surveillance by me, the discipline committee chair. I will conduct a thorough inspection and investigation.
Am I a criminal or something? Hey! I'm against the abuse of power by the discipline committee chair!
Stop right there, Yuto Aoki.
Actually, she's been eyeing me like this for about a week. Probably because of that incident. 1 week ago.
Everyone, thank you for coming today. Let's get excited.
Whoa! Akari! You're amazing today! Even though I'm an indoor type, I always go to the super angelic Akari-chan's live shows. I'm actually a hardcore fan of the solo underground idol Akari, doing my fan activities secretly.
Akari, you're so cute. Akari!
The person next to me is so loud. It's fine to get excited, but think about the other fans. You're waving the light stick too much. I should probably say something. After all, I'm Akari's captain of the guard.
Akari, look over here. So cute, Akari.
Excuse me, think about the other guests too. Wait, are you Rin?
Maybe you're Yuto?
Good evening.
Good evening.
You seem well.
Well, yeah.
Who would have guessed that Rin Ueno, the discipline committee chair working hard to maintain school order, would be causing a commotion at a live concert without regard for her surroundings? For now, we decided to turn a blind eye to each other and focus on cheering for Akari. But after the concert ended...
Hold on a second.
No! I was stopped by Rin on my way to the exit.
You're going to tell everyone I'm an underground idol fan, aren't you?
What? Are you crying? I won't tell anyone.
That's a lie. A lie, a lie. Please don't ruin the image I've built up as the discipline committee chair, Rin Ueno.
You're overreacting. Being an underground idol fan isn't such a big deal.
I can't let that happen. My mission is to maintain order and discipline among the students at school. If it gets out that I was distracted by being an underground idol fan, no one will listen to me anymore. I need to protect my image at all costs. You need to keep this a secret. To the grave.
And that brings us to now. Caught by Ren at the school gate, I was taken behind the school building, maybe because she was worried about being seen. I won't spread it around, so trust me, okay?
Please do.
But hey, I have something to say too.
What is it?
At this rate, you're failing as a fan of Akari-chan.
What? Why? I love Akari more than anyone else.
I get that you're a big fan because of all the cheering you do, but being a fan doesn't mean you can do anything you want. There are rules to follow when supporting someone. You value the school's rules, and I value the manners and rules as a fan. I may not look it, but I'm Akari's captain of the guard.
I see.
So we should support her with proper morals and manners. I believe that's the best way to cheer for Akari-chan.
I'm sorry. I can't argue with that.
Well, as long as you understand.
But what should I do now? I'm supposed to be able to control myself, but when I'm in front of Akari, my overwhelming love makes it impossible to hold back.
I get it. Your overflowing love for Akari-chan is something I totally understand. So how about this? Rin, are you free tonight?
Tonight? At night?
Yeah. I was thinking of asking you to come along with me.
Together? Where exactly are you planning to take me?
Huh?
Because I'm in a position where I have to follow you, since you know my weakness, right?
What are you talking about? Today is Akari-chan's birthday live, you know?
Oh, right.
I was trying to show you how fans should behave. If you don't want to, you don't have to come. I'm busy with my fan activities anyway.
I'm sorry. I've made a terrible mistake as a fan. I'll go. Please teach me the proper manners.
And so, I ended up turning the tables on our relationship. That night, Rin and I went to the live venue together.
It's my first time going to a live with someone. I used to sneak in alone as if I was doing something bad. I've even kept my hobby hidden from my classmates. Somehow, I feel a bit happy.
Wow, everyone's here!
Welcome, Captain.
Welcome!
And who might these people be?
They're Akari's guard members.
So, we're all comrades then.
Hey guys! Are we ready to raise our voices today? Let's get fired up for the call! Yeah!
Is this the same Yuto from school? He seems so quiet there. What a transformation.
Alright, Rin, put on this guard member shirt. There's a lot of jumping in the audience at Akari-chan's live, so wear something comfortable.
Okay.
You're not the flashy type, so you should be fine. But heels and accessories can cause injuries to others, so try to avoid wearing them.
Got it.
Also, be careful with how you wave the light stick. Waving it too much could hit someone nearby, and waving it too high is annoying for the fans behind.
Yes.
After drilling the manners into Rin, we finally hit Akari-chan's live. L-O-V-E, Akari!
L-O-V-E, Akari!
Let's go, Akari!
Let's go, Akari!
How about it? This Let's Go Akari call, special for Akari's guard team.
It's amazing. I'm really enjoying the sense of unity with everyone.
Right? Akari-chan is working hard singing and dancing, so we need to cheer her on with all we've got!
Yes, Captain.
Akari-chan!
I didn't know cheering with everyone could be this fun. I've hidden the fact that I'm an underground idol otaku, but I've always wanted friends with the same hobby. I'm so happy being with Yuto. What am I thinking? That was so much fun. I really learned a lot today. I need to review everything when I get home.
You're so serious, Ren. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah? What's up?
Thank you so much for today, and I'm sorry for the trouble I caused, especially for chasing you around at school.
Oh, that? No worries.
I was really happy today, being with you and the other guard members. I could really feel how genuine everyone's feelings for Akari are. But I still feel embarrassed about being an underground idol fan. I'm worried if it's okay for me to continue being Akari's fan.
Is that what you're worried about?
Huh?
Sure, society might dismiss idol fans at a word, but I think it's a happy thing to be immersed in what you love. You shouldn't worry about what others say. I'm here because I want to support Akari-chan. What matters is your own happiness, not others' opinions. Besides, seeing how you cheered before, your love for Akari is real. It's like you're supporting a family member with that passion.
Do you think so?
Let's go to the live together again next week.
Thank you. I've never felt this excited for the next live before.
I'm always looking forward to it. A few days later. Hey, did you hear? Rin, the discipline committee chair, is an Underground Idol fan. Someone who went to the live spotted her.
I heard too. She's supposed to be really enthusiastic in her support, right? Kinda cringy.
This doesn't feel right.
Please show me what's in your bag.
What, another inspection?
This is a game console, right?
Oh, shoot.
Bringing these to school is prohibited, so I'll need to take this.
Getting all high and mighty, huh, you otaku?
What?
Underground idols are just exploiting fans, right?
What did you say?
How can you support such shady people as the discipline committee chair? Maybe you should be inspecting yourself.
That guy.
I can't stand anyone mocking the person I love. My hobby. There's no greater insult.
What are you saying? Speak up. Can't hear you.
Why should I? I haven't done anything wrong. You of all people.
Can you just give back my precious game console for now? Hey! Whoa! What's with that getup?
Yuto.
This is what I wear when I support my favorite underground idol! Huh? What right do you have to mock our hobbies? Even if you don't understand, can't you show some respect? Don't tarnish our favorite idol with some half-baked info from the internet! What's with you, man? Creepy. Fine by me if you think it's creepy. It just means I'm truly passionate. I'd love to show you the awesomeness of being a fan. Look! This is how you support with a light stick! Let's go! Whoa, what's up with this guy? Too creepy! I don't want anything to do with this! Well, they really didn't understand us, but I think we managed to stop them from bad-mouthing our favorite idol. See? You get it now, right? We should be proud of our hobbies. Why are you crying?
No, it's just... I'm so happy. I finally understand that I can love Akari even more. Thank you, Yuto. So, Yuto... Well, this is against school rules, so I'll have to take it. Please take it off.
What? But there's a live show today!
I'll give it back after school.
Then the live show was a huge success as usual. L-O-V-E, Akari!
L-O-V-E, Akari!
And after the live, just as I was about to leave with a sense of fulfillment, Rin stopped me. Huh? You want me to meet someone?
Yes, I thought it would be okay with you, Yuto. Actually, she's been wanting to meet you for a long time.
She?
Ta-da! Here's the idol, Akari.
What? Akari-chan?
So you're the captain of the guard, right? Thank you always for your support. Actually, Akari is my younger sister.
Sister? The real Akari-chan?
Oh, he fainted. Yuto!
I don't remember much, but it seems I got the special treatment of being looked after by both Akari-chan and Rin. 1 month later, our fan activities continued, going to lives together with Rin.
By the way, Yuto, are you seriously in love with Akari?
Seriously in love? No way. Akari-chan is like a goddess in a sacred realm to me. Even if we met in private, I just quietly walk away like the wind.
Good. Then, is there a chance you might seriously fall for me?
What? Well, it's nice talking to you at the live venues, but maybe I should invite you out somewhere else, too.
That sounds nice.
And just like that, I found myself thinking this way about Rin, the discipline committee chair I used to dislike.
Junto, have you ever kissed anyone?
What? Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? It's none of your business, Misa!
Are you just embarrassed because you haven't done it?
Of course I've kissed before!
No way.
For real, I had my first kiss ages ago.
Really?
I'm not lying. My lips are already taken. I, Junto Shirozuka, a freshman in high school, have a long-standing relationship with my childhood friend Misa Mikami, who goes to the same school. Hey, why are you crying?
You idiot, Junto! Traitor!
Traitor? What are you talking about? Why am I getting yelled at?
You're such a dummy.
Stop crying! Are you upset because I've kissed someone before? Or are you just jealous of me?
Seriously?
Hey! What are you doing?
Because you're betraying me.
Betraying you how? And hey, doing something like this here could lead to a big misunderstanding, you know?
It's all your fault.
Can I have a word? Is there a problem here?
No, it's nothing. We were just having an argument.
Really? Because I thought I saw this lady crying and lifting her skirt. You weren't threatening her to do something like that, were you?
It's really nothing. It's just a bit hot, so I lifted my skirt.
Even though it's spring, it's still quite chilly, isn't it?
We were really just arguing, that's all. So it's nothing.
Alright, if something happens, make sure you talk to someone about it.
We managed to get away from the police officers prying, but now it seems like I'm the bad guy. Whew, man, that was tense. What? Why are you mad?
Because you betrayed me.
You keep saying I betrayed you, but what do you mean? I don't know why, but things have gotten awkward with Misa, and she quickly went off to school by herself. I've upset Misa again. I really like her and want to get along, but why does it always end up like this? But Misa got mad when I said I've kissed before. Could it be jealousy? That means... But I didn't expect to become the center of attention the moment I walked into the classroom.
Junto, that was crazy.
Huh?
He made Misa cry, and a cop had to intervene. I was surprised to hear he'd do something like that. Weren't they close? I can't believe he would. Maybe he's just exploiting their childhood friendship, huh?
Hey, don't spread rumors!
Oh, you were here?
I didn't do anything to Misa. Yes, it's true a police officer talked to us, but we were just having our usual argument.
So how do you explain Misa crying and lifting her skirt?
That's because...
I was crying because I got a beetle inside my skirt.
What?
A beetle?
Yes, I was crying and asked Junto to help me get it out.
So, Junto, you helped Misa out?
Yes, Junto isn't the kind of guy who would harass anyone. Stop saying irresponsible things. Apologize.
Misa?
Sorry for doubting you.
As long as you understand, it's fine. What? What?
Junto always protects me. He wouldn't do anything I hate. We're close friends.
Does that mean...
Are you two dating? When did this start?
No! You two are blushing like crazy.
And you're still holding hands?
I was surprised by Misa's sudden action, but I didn't feel bad at all. I was really happy that she stood up for me. I realized that I truly like Misa, but I still don't know why she cried that day. So, thanks for today.
I just did what you would have done.
The same thing?
It's nothing.
It's nothing? That makes me curious, you know?
I told you, it's nothing.
Okay, we'll leave it at it's nothing then. But our classmates think we're dating, right?
Can't help it. We had to act close to clear up the harassment misunderstanding, right? Today my friends kept asking if we were really dating.
I see. So what did you tell them?
What else could I say? I said we weren't dating because we aren't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did it bother you? That I held your hand and acted close?
Well, it's...
Well, Junto, you've already kissed, so holding hands is no big deal, right?
No, that's not.
By the way, I haven't kissed anyone yet.
Is that so?
Hey, Junto, you know... Oh, Misa and Junto. Oh, Mom.
Hello.
You two are still so close. Perfect timing. The cake shop near the station was having a closing sale, so I bought lots of cakes. Junto, it's been a while. Why don't you come over and have some cake with us?
Then I'll come in, thanks.
Can't help it. Just for today, then. Misa's not honest with herself, pretending not to be happy. Why should I be happy? We see each other at school every day.
Whew! It's been a while since I've had so much cake. It was delicious, thank you.
Come and visit us again. I'll be in my room. Feel free to come up if you want.
Misa said that and quickly left the living room.
Misa seems to be in a great mood today. Maybe it's because of her age. Her feelings change so quickly. But seeing her still close with you makes me feel relieved. Please take good care of her.
Yes. Maybe I should go to Misa's room for the first time in a while.
Yes, that would be nice.
I've always thought about confessing to Misa someday. I was planning to do it before we graduated from middle school, but then it got postponed to after entering high school, and here we are. I've been running away from expressing my feelings. We only have a few more years left to go to school together and chat about silly things. Our paths might diverge after graduation, so I need to confess soon or I'll regret it. Being told by Misa's mom to take care of her changed something in me. Just like Misa bravely defended me, I've decided to gather my courage and confess to her right here, right now. When I entered Misa's room, there were lots of photos on the table.
I found these old kindergarten photos while cleaning my room. You're in all of them, Junto.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
Hey, Junto, look.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Just look.
This is...
nostalgic, right? I got this burn on my thigh in kindergarten and got teased by the other kids for it.
I remember that.
You said you would always protect me and then fought with the bullies.
So when Misa said earlier that she did the same thing I did, she was referring to this.
Right, back in kindergarten, I was more straightforward. So I asked you if promising to always protect me meant we would get married. And then Junto said, let's get married when we grow up.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
So, was that promise a lie? Why kiss someone else if you said we'd get married?
Hold on, that's not it! Listen to me!
It's pathetic of me to cling to a childhood promise. I should just be honest without saying such things.
Misa, it's true, I kissed someone!
I don't want to talk about that anymore. I don't want to hear it.
My first kiss was with you, Misa!
What?
My first kiss was with you, Misa. Back in kindergarten, you kissed me because you said your mom told you marry the person you kiss first.
Really? Did I say that? Then why didn't you tell me before that I was your first kiss?
Well, that's because I can be pretty stubborn.
Ugh.
Anyway, let's put the past behind and talk about what's next.
What do you mean from now on?
I've liked you for a long time, Misa.
What?
I initially planned to confess when we graduated middle school, but I lacked courage and kept putting it off. Now, realizing we only have a few years until high school graduation, I thought I'd regret it if I didn't say it now. Will you go out with me?
I'm sorry.
I see. I thought I had at least a 60% chance. I never expected to be turned down so easily.
It's not like that. I feel the same way. Being childhood friends and always together made it scary to confess. I like you too. But I left everything up to you. But I'm happy we share the same feelings. If you're okay with me, please, let's date.
Embarrassed, we both fell silent, enveloped in a quiet atmosphere.
Junto, I'm the only one you've kissed, right?
Yeah. Then Misa kissed me.
Choo.
What?
Our second time for both of us. From now on, it's only me, okay?
Yes, of course. I wanted to be the one to initiate the kiss. Misa is just so impatient. After that,
So, you guys are really dating, huh?
at that time, we weren't yet.
Must be nice being childhood friends. It's nothing special.
Come on, hold hands like you did before.
Why would we?
Right, we won't. You two get along really well.
And so, the long and winding road of our romantic comedy began. And there's one thing Misa doesn't know, a truth I'll take to the grave.
Huh? Junto, does your lip hurt? Is it dry?
No, it's not that. Actually, my first kiss was the kiss on the day I confessed to Misa. When she first asked me if I had kissed before, I lied and said yes. I made up the story about kissing in kindergarten, but that never happened. It was all just my pride. The whole thing was caused by my vain personality.